I keep hearing this mantra between my friends and me. It's like, oh, I feel bad because I'm not a good house cleaner. Women are supposed to be this and clean houses and, you know, like whatever, right? Like I used to do that all the time. Like, oh, I'm not supposed to be this emotional. I'm not supposed to be this mad. And the reality is that I am, right? Until I can accept that's what I am right now, then I'm going to stay stuck, right? Like I'm not going to get anywhere. So it's really important that the first step for me and for the first step for the flow to happen is what I'm trying to say is literally um to accept what really is, to be honest with myself, right? Until then, I'm constantly going to spin my wheels, right? And try to resist what I really am, and it's just going to grow. That's what we resist persists. That's what that means. It means that you know I'm busy stuffing and I'm pretending like I'm not what I am, right? And instead of just saying, this is it, dude, I full on self acceptance, radical self acceptance. That's what I'm practicing. And that also means that I have to be honest. I have to tell people the things that I feel like I'm feeling for them, or that I have to be honest and say no when I really mean no. Like, I don't have to be the person that's constantly trying to do things so that you won't dislike me, right? Because that's what the PTSD I have, that's what it did. Like all my life. It was like, well, I have to do this, I have to do that. So they will hopefully not, not dislike me. Well, the truth is, not everybody is going to like me. But what happened was they thought I was crazy. And I realized why they thought I was crazy is because I was so traumatized. I was so wounded. I was so fragmented that I was just I was crazy, right? Like, but once I got to, do the steps, I'm in a couple of different 12-step programs. Um, and that's why I love shadow work. Shadow work's so important. I have to go inside of me and be with me and talk to those broken pieces of me and be the comforter to myself. And otherwise, I'm just going to stay crazy and get more crazy, right? All the time, because I was a magnet to chaos. I was a magnet to drama. I was a magnet to being abused. Like, you know, until I give that little broken person inside that never had a voice, until I give that person a voice, and let me have myself. That's the radical self acceptance, you know, like nobody else is me, dude. Like nobody else is you. It's very important that we honor the universe or our higher power or ourselves or whatever, your source thing is. We honor that by being our true authentic self, right? And just being us, because we were made perfectly ourselves, and the only one that's ourself, like, so that we could bless the world with that, right? So yeah, there's a lot, but radical self-acceptance is so important. Self-love is the number one important thing. Everything's fine, right? Like the only thing in this world that makes things not okay is my false beliefs about the things themselves, right? So it's very important to be doing the shadow work. And no kind of shadow work is as powerful as writing that shit down. Okay? Writing it down and letting it literally come out of your body through your hand by writing it. So important.